Alright, so I'm going to talk about some elbow pain. I just had a heavy bench session on Sunday and it is Tuesday. And my elbow's giving me some problems. I woke up this morning and I got a little bit medial. I don't know exactly where it is. I do know I get medial elbow pain here when I squat. I did squat yesterday and did some deadlifts. So this is sort of like a tell sign for issues with, how do you say, like with the shoulder typically, or the wrist. So usually when your shoulder can't do its job, it's going to have to translate into the elbow or into the wrist or vice versa. So what ends up happening is if I'm not able to get proper internal rotation, I'm going to have to mitigate that problem somewhere else. So I will end up having to torque the wrist, torque the wrist. So when I don't have proper internal and external rotation in the shoulder, I'm going to have to kind of compensate more at the wrist. And typically compensations at the wrist, makes irritations here in the medial elbow or the lateral epicondyle. So with this issue, the root cause would be having to do some shoulder flexibility exercises, like some internal rotation stretches like this. I can stretch my internal rotators. I can use a PVC pipe stretch, but I'm in pain. So there's kind of a way to mitigate this. This is kind of like a shortcut, but really not solving the root of the problem, so understand that. So what I'm going to do is get this lacrosse ball, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to dig right in here into the tricep. Kind of, you see this little spot here, right here in between. You kind of want to, going in the middle is alright, but I find it's a little more effective if you can get right here along this tendon of your tricep, and as well as right here. So when you dig right in, you can press, and then as you press, you can extend the elbow and kind of rotate the arm just a little bit. And you squeeze the muscle and relax it. And then you can continue to kind of push and shear across the tendon. And what this will do is it'll break up the tissue and help relieve tension to the joint. Especially since I have medial elbow pain here, what will help a lot is if I put some pressure right there and just start digging in. So typically what will work best, if I can get here on the ground actually, and just turn my elbow downwards, I can get that long head of the tricep and then kind of extend and flex and extend the elbow. What's up, guys? So the muscles can pull from both ends here, from over here in the forearm, or they can pull all the way down here from the tricep, and then it can cause some irritation in here. So kind of a way to work on that is to put some pressure right there and start working on the muscles of the forearm. And understand that because muscles are done in fascia, are surrounded in fascia, they will pull the muscle and they'll kind of shift everything around. So kind of what you want to do is you're trying to break that fascia up. So I break the fascia up by pressing on this tissue here. And then what you can do is you can squeeze your palm or squeeze your fist tight and relax it. That way you can dig right in. And then you can kind of move. And then what you can do is you can kind of extend the wrist to stretch the forearm out. So that way you can press some tissue in there. And then of course you can continue to push and shear, because remember the muscles, the fibers run along like this. So kind of what you do is you're trying to go across it. Also keep in mind, especially if you have lateral elbow pain, over here, lateral epicondyle, you can put and press on the forearm. So you have to turn your palm out like this and press a little harder. Sometimes using like a barbell or PVC pipe might be more effective. And this is kind of what you're going to do to kind of help improve the issues in the elbow. Remember to consider that a big part of why the elbow will bother you is because you don't have proper shoulder mobility, which makes you use more of your wrist, which ends up making you use more of your wrist to press and create this kind of valgus elbow force, kind of in a bad direction, or overuse in the grip. So that's it. Thanks for watching.